Another practice I love for receiving is to practice acclimating ahead of time. So, carrying through with the New York example, in my life, I had been living and breathing New York City for months. When that job offer finally came in, I was so ready. I was practically like in New York. I fell asleep thinking of it and dreaming of it. I had all my passwords and my playlists and like photos everywhere, all about New York. You can learn more about that in the Embodying and Manifesting mini course if you'd like. But I was just such a living, breathing feeling of New York before it ever came that it made it so easy to accept it with open arms by the time I got that job offer, because in my head, I was already like, where is this thing? I'm basically there. I just need life to catch up and get me the opportunity to go there. And so, same for you, for whatever your dream is. You can practice acclimating ahead of time. So by the time your dream comes, you're kind of like, where is this thing? I've been ready for a while, and that's a good thing. That means it's just going to be that much easier for you to accept and hold on to your dream when it arrives. So if you are working on a dream in the realm of abundance, let's say, and you are working on building your wealth, you can acclimate to that ahead of time. You don't have to go buy like a 5-star hotel or a yacht or private jet or anything like that, but you can still get yourself in situations where you start to feel abundant and get comfortable with that feeling. So maybe you notice that if you buy a spa event at some kind of pool, like maybe a massage or something in a local hotel, you get access to the spa and the pool area the whole day. And so you can sit and you can order yourself lunch and you can be with very wealthy people at a 5-star hotel. And maybe you bought $100 massage, but you get a day that's worth thousands of dollars in terms of feeling luxurious, seeing who's around you, sipping on a little sparkling water or mimosa at lunch and putting yourself in that feeling of like, this is the life for me. I'm so comfortable here. I can be around these kind of people. I'm curious what their conversations are. So just an example off the top of my head, but you could also walk down a street and completely for free look at every window and think, I can afford that. I could afford that. I could afford that. And what you'll do is you'll start to see where in your body that feels true or untrue. And anything that feels like a little shaky, you can do some work around for like, okay, why does this feel uncomfortable for me? But as you start to just practice it and start training your brain to think differently, things will start to get more comfortable. And so when you do start generating more wealth for yourself, you will maybe for months or years have been saying, of course this is here. I could afford this all along. I knew I would be able to. So same for love or health or anything else in your life. The more you can acclimate ahead of time, the more you can start putting yourself in environments and situations where that thing you desire is around and where you feel worthy of it and you feel like it's part of your life, the easier it's going to be to accept and continue to sustain that over time when it actually does arrive. All right, so journal on this below. I will include some prompts for you and see what comes up.